I have sort of a confession for you. Sometimes I feel bad about this. Oh, and before I go on, I recommend you stop trading until you hear what I have to say. Here's the thing. I feel like I and a lot of other professional traders have been holding out on you in a way. Now, keep in mind, we didn't do it on purpose, but simply put, we've had access to something for a while that you haven't. It may not seem like a big deal at first, but we've been using two simple yet powerful tools to help guide our FX trading. And here's the part that makes me feel a little bit bad. Anyone who's had access to this has had the chance to regularly turn even small amounts of money into a series of quick paydays in the FX market, even with low margin. For example, way back in February of 2012, you could have grabbed a quick $270 from the dollar yen. My least favorite currency pair, just gave it up. And another quick $490 from the euro dollar in July 2012. Or what about in 2013 when you could have pocketed $310 on the euro US dollar? Only to add another $675 from the dollar Canadian in December. Now, why am I telling you about all these trades that happened so long ago? Well, it's simple. I need you to understand that these tools work. Not just right now, and not just in this year, okay? They've worked for years and years, and they'll keep working. They've helped produce nearly non-stop cash flow for FX traders under every condition you can imagine, using timeless and classic tools that really haven't been available anywhere else. Like in 2014, when anyone who had access to these hidden tools could have put $520 in the bank in March from the dollar yen, another $298 from the euro yen. And keep in mind, these are just a few of the hundreds of trades that I could show you. And these trades really happened. I don't have the time to show every single winner. We'd be here for hours. On and on they go. Like the $246 in quick cash from the pound dollar in February 2015, or the $374 in September of 2015, $635 from the pound dollar, and another quick $491, $264, $571. It just doesn't stop. Again, I feel bad that professional traders have had access to this, but you haven't. But there's never been anything I could do about it before, until today. You see, recently I got a friend from the company that makes these tools I've been telling you about and that I've been using. They've wanted to share their technology with retail FX traders like you for years. But the broker platforms and MetaTrader's limitations simply weren't powerful or flexible enough to compute and display these institutional grade analytics. However, all that has changed. There's something new that finally makes all of this possible. It's called NinjaTrader 8. NT8 is a pro-grade platform that gives you unparalleled processing speed, superior real-time data analyzation capabilities, robust real-time and historical tick-by-tick charts, real-time market simulation and playback features, which I love, and a free real-time and historical data feed brought to you by FXCM, which is super high-quality data. And here's the best part for you. There's no need for you to switch brokers. You simply use NT8 like I do for charting, and then you use your current trading platform and broker for your trade execution. I just do it right off my phone. See, for years, you've effectively been locked out. You haven't had access to these tools that help professionals like me make consistently profitable trades. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me make you a guarantee right now. I want to be crystal clear about what all this means for you. Today, for the first time ever, I've been given the opportunity to introduce to you these previously off-limits tools. Remember, these tools have previously and historically helped produce a nearly non-stop series of quick cash payouts. That's a real quick cash payouts, but that's what they are. I mean, pay attention. This is the best part. Today, if you want, I'm going to give you the exact tools that have made all of this possible for free as part of a crazy offer. Hold on. Let me say this another way. This is sort of a breakthrough moment, and I'm excited to be the one that gets to tell you about this. I'm here to sort of pull back the curtain on a set of tools that you might not have even known existed, which would be terrible of me if this was any other day, because I wouldn't be able to give you access to any of these tools at any price. Luckily, that's not what I'm here about today. Today, if you say yes to this kind of crazy offer, I've not only arranged for you to finally get your hands on these tools, but I've set it up for you so you can get them all for free as a bonus. And that's not all. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. But first, remember, all the trades I told you about, they were all made possible by having access to two simple tools. I'll tell you everything you need to know in just a second, and I'll show you exactly what makes these trades work. But first, I need to tell you why I'm doing this. Because here's the deal. My guilt is basically your gain. Let me explain what I mean by that. In case you don't know me, in case you're not one of the thousands of traders I've already helped in the past, my name is Rob Booker. I've been a trader for 18 years. I went from $150,000 in debt in the year 2000 to a trading account managing money of nearly $8 million. Now, I don't tell you that to brag. It's not that big of a deal. I just want you to know that I'm serious about trading, and it's nearly all I do. I used to manage money as a commodities trading advisor. I don't do that anymore for large clients. It was a giant headache, and it wasn't what I loved. Here's what I do love: teaching people like you. At this point, I've trained thousands of students, and many of them are doing $1,000 a day in their trading. Some are doing even more than that. I've also built dozens of systems, trading robots, training courses, and more. I've done 800 episodes of my podcast, 200 episodes of a radio show that broadcast all across the United States, and thousands of videos on Facebook and YouTube. But none of that matters today, okay? What matters today is you. The only thing I love more than trading and looking at the charts is teaching and sharing this information. And that means I'm invested in helping people like you. I mean it. I love traders, and I love helping traders just like you. I love being in a position to help. So when I say something silly like, my guilt is your gain, what I mean by that is, I'm here to help you out, if you want to let me. You shouldn't have been locked out of this opportunity. And today we can fix this together. So let me tell you how. Starting today, you can profit from any overvalued or undervalued FX pair, just like commercial traders and institutions do. Before we get into that though, here's something that frustrates most FX traders. I hear this all the time from traders on Twitter and on the YouTube comments and everywhere else. And it happens to me too. Have you ever thought you found like a 50 pip trade opportunity only to see prices like swing wildly against your position and then stop you out? It doesn't even matter if your chart's jammed with support and resistance and tons of indicators and trend tools and everything else. And that's the frustrating part. I mean, I hear this all the time. Those tools just simply aren't delivering on their promises. Which is why if you only occasionally break even on your Forex trades, you're likely feeling even more squeezed when your positions get wiped out. And that leaves you in a terrible place, especially if price eventually goes in the same direction you thought it would originally. It leaves you kind of doubting. How many times have you doubted if you have what it takes to profitably trade FX long term? If you're nodding your head, if you're saying, yeah, that's me, then I promise you, you're not alone. 9 out of 10 FX traders don't know how to find and profit from overvalued and undervalued currency pairs. That's because they're just using the same old moving average and stochastic oscillators and all that other kind of stuff to find opportunities, instead of what institutions do. But it doesn't have to be this way for you anymore. It doesn't have to matter if you're a technical or a fundamental trader. Without the right institutional supply and demand and true value analytic tools, you're always going to be making high-risk trades. And you'll be forced to give your trades a 20 to 30 pip price action stop just placed arbitrarily to give your trade time to work out. And worse, you'll have no idea when you should let a good trade run. Simply put, you miss out on the timing for your trades. And that's what's been keeping you from getting what you want. I mean, don't feel bad about this. You didn't do anything wrong. You're just using the same limited tools that every broker and every open source platforms provides to all retail Forex traders. Shockingly, or maybe I should say disappointingly, the tools available to you have changed very little since the late 90s when trading opened up to all of us. So what are you supposed to do? How do you get the same type of valuation intel as commercial traders, banks, and institutions? Is there a system or a hack that will give your trades, give you the opportunity and give you the payoff that you need? Well, yeah, there is. Otherwise, no one in the world would be trading profitably at all. And of course they are. So that's exactly the offer I'm here to talk to you about today. So if you're ready, here it is. These are the tools that could change everything for you. I personally use these tools to provide instant clarity about where I'm going to place my own orders. I use them for short-term and long-term. These are my favorite tools in the world to remove all kinds of distraction from my charts and stop looking at everything that everybody else is looking at already. These are the same tools I use to help me with my profit targets. I'm telling you, these tools work for me. These tools are called the Institutional Supply and Demand and the True Value Analytic Tool, which honestly aren't really the sexiest names, but they didn't need to give it some crazy name like the Spiral of Death Profit Machine or the Secret Millionaire Super Turbo System. They just call it what it is, institutional grade stuff. I love that. Now, I'm going to jump over to my computer and I'm going to show you how these tools work, and then I'll come right back. So here we are looking at the charts here. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, my favorite. Here we are in NinjaTrader, and look how easy it is. I'm just going to right-click on the chart. I'm going to choose Indicators, and then I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to focus on Institutional Supply and Demand, and I double-click on that, and then I click on it again, and I'm just going to change the time period for the indicator to the 5-minute chart and click OK, and boom, up we go. Here we are. We're on a 5-minute chart. I'm ready for my short-term trading, and right on my screen I have institutional grade information right in front of me without any kind of crazy indicators that everybody else in the entire world is looking at. I'm looking at institutional grade analytics, and I'm looking at where price is overvalued and undervalued. So let's take a look. I'm going to take a screenshot of this chart right here, this Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And you're going to see something right on this chart right away. You're going to see a red zone here and red zones up here and a green zone here and a dark green zone down here, so green. So what we've got on the chart, it's just all right here and ready for us. When we see a red zone, that is overvalued. That means this is, in other words, there's a lot of orders stacked right here. There's a lot of resistance right here. It's a great place in a downward trend for me to start thinking about selling. And these areas down below would be great areas for a profit target. Now, on this chart, there's areas all stacked up right on top of each other. But on the US dollar, Canadian dollar, for example, you can see we're clearly in a downward trend right here on this short-term chart. So in my short-term trading today, what I want to do is I want to wait for price to get up into this red zone that has not been activated. This deep, deep red color means this resistance area, this supply area has not been activated yet. So when price, and if price can rise up into that area, we're in a downward trend. We have this awesome area of resistance right here as identified by these indicators. And in this zone right here, I'm going to start putting my sell orders. And I'm going to sell into a rising price just like we would do. It's a trend trade, sell into the rising price. And then I've got these great green zones down here that I can use for my support and my profit target. So built in right here on the screen, all I had to do is right click, add an indicator, and I'm ready to go on my short-term trading. But if I want to do some longer-term trading, I could even do let's just go to the 60-minute chart, or, you know, I like the 60-minute chart and I like the 240-minute chart, but the 60-minute chart will do just fine. So let's just cancel that. Go here, press escape to cancel. Come on, let's do escape to cancel. All right, so here we are. We've switched to the 60-minute chart. I'll go to indicators. And then right here, I'll change my chart period to 60-minute. And I'm going to get supply and demand levels, institutional grade supply and demand levels for my 60-minute chart instead. And that's going to show me everything I need to see for where, well, it's just obvious now. Instead of looking at all kinds of other indicators and all kinds of useless information, I know that my supply zones are right here. These are great areas for sell trades. Now, if I want to be a counter trend trader and I want to buy, I know that this area right here is where I want to take profit. And all of this took me 5 seconds, right click, and all of the math, all of the institutional grade analytics is going on in the background in NinjaTrader for me. All right, let's get back to business. Again, these tools work to get you in and out of trades at the right time, so you don't have to worry about timing anymore. But here's the best part. The institutional supply and demand and true value analytic tools are just one part of a bigger system designed to remove every obstacle in your way. You're going to love this. It's called Naked Pairs. I used to talk about that like 15 years ago, and now they've made it a thing. It's a combination of tools and training that turn all of this into a system. And it's yours today if you want. Here's the promise. Grab the Naked Pairs currency valuation tools and the training, and you'll know exactly how to take maximum profits from any currency pair without ever being fooled by price action again. Remember the real historical trades that I showed you earlier? Potentially hundreds of dollars at a time for you over and over and over again. They were made possible by these tools. But I didn't want to just hand you these tools alone. I also wanted you to know exactly how to use them. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new to FX trading, or if, like me, you've been doing this for years. The training you'll get in the Naked Pairs course will make you confident in your ability to use these tools and get the results that you want. In addition to learning how to use the Naked Pairs currency valuation tools and training to profit from overvalued and undervalued pairs, like institutions do, you'll also learn how to stop buying $500 bananas that lead you into the wrong side of the market, like overpaying for a trade. 4 amateur trade location moves you're likely making right now, even if you're a profitable trader. And the buy and sell zones, knowing where to hunt for long and short opportunities. The secret imbalance threshold every successful pro trader watches for, like a hawk. Which institutional supply and demand zones help you find opportunities and which ones to avoid. The surprising connection between buyers and sellers effect on price that most traders screw up, and why volume indicators blind you to the big picture of the market, and how to trade what you and institutions see, not what Twitter pundits tell you, and so much more. This is something my friends wanted to sell for $1,000 or even more than that, and another $2,000 for the tools. And then it's like $3,000 in total. I mean, I don't blame them. It's worth every penny of the $3,000. And after today, maybe they should sell it for that. It's not easy to build these tools and create an entire library of course materials like this. They spent months and months and tens of thousands of dollars to create all of this. But you're not going to pay anywhere close to $3,000. Because remember, I'm here to help. Here's what I did for you. I love these indicators, so I got in touch with them. And I got them to agree to give you access to this Naked Pairs training course for $200. Remember, the training itself is worth at least $1,000. So I thought $200 was a great deal. And then I thought, well, maybe I could do better. Let's push this. So I went back to them and I asked if we could offer you the courses for just $100. And I felt like they were getting annoyed with me, but they said yes. And then I went a step further. I mean, if you can keep going, why not? It's all for you. One more time, I asked them to cut the price in half. And I said, how many people could we help if we cut the price of this to $49? And then I closed my eyes and I added, oh, and I want to give away all $2,000 worth of tools for free. I waited. I felt like I maybe was a little bit insulting asking them to just give it away. But I wanted as many people as possible to get access to this Naked Pairs system, all the training and all the tools, and help as many of you as possible. So I waited a little bit, and shockingly, they said yes. But here's the catch. You have to take this offer today. I said, listen, we'll just make it a limited time thing. So this is a 24-hour offer, starting now, and that's the best that I could do for you. But that should be plenty of time for you, all of this. It's $1,000 worth of training, $2,000 worth of tools, all for $49. I wanted this to be, like it was for me, I wanted this to be an easy decision for you. And by now it should be clear if you think this is for you or not. But if you still need a little bit more of a nudge, don't worry, because we're not done. You know me well enough to know I've already arranged to get you the Naked Pairs training modules and both the institutional supply and demand and the true value analytic tools that I love so much. But now I want to offer you more. What if I told you you could also have the following bonuses? First of all, the NinjaTrader 8 platform, absolutely free. The NinjaTrader 8 live data feed, that's $50 a month worth of value from FXCM for free. And then I want to get you white glove installation and setup so you don't have to worry about anything. That's a $200 value for free. And remember, these are pure bonuses. So even though I just added in another $1,000 of value for you, you're still only going to pay $49 if you decide to say yes to this today. Sound good? Okay. Then one more time, if you're at all interested in leveling up your trading, in removing the obstacles standing between you and profitable trades, then make the choice to get this while you can. I've done it. I can't choose this for you. You're in control. It's up to you to take me up on this one-time offer. Again, $49 puts this in range for every trader on planet Earth. But you have to hurry. Click the button below to begin your order, and you're seconds away from getting the same tools that I'm using and institutions are looking at, from becoming a new kind of FX trader. And I'm so glad I was able to catch you today and give you this chance. Not too many people are going to see this, and not too many people are going to be decisive and take action, and then it'll be gone. But right now, we're here together. Listen, I already use this every day. I already benefit from this, and I have been using it for a while, and now it's your turn. Click the button below and get started, and here's what you're going to get. First, the Naked Pairs training modules, which I loved and I've now watched 2 times. The institutional supply and demand and true value analytic tools. The free Ninja 8 platform for charting, and then you can use whatever broker you want for your own trading. The free live data feed and tick charts, and a free white glove personal webinar installation and setup. That's a $200 value. That's $4,000 worth of tools, training, and bonuses for 49 bucks. And it's all yours in just a few seconds. You get immediate access to everything. You get started by clicking the button below, get your login and access information. They'll all be sent to the email address that you provide. You'll be sent an email that explains how you can access the training and the tools inside of your membership area, the same one that I go to every single day. A special NinjaTrader platform and data feed link, they'll send you that as well, and it's all ready to go for you. So now that I've told you everything that you need to know, you know what these tools have done for traders like me, and you know what they could do for you. You know that I created a very specific and easy to follow training program so you don't have to spend even 1 second wondering how to do this. You know that I brokered an extraordinary 24-hour deal that saves you thousands of dollars. And you know that at just 49 bucks, you can afford to take me up on this deal today. Now, I'm done talking. Click the button below, or I don't know, keep searching for something else to help you. It's up to you what happens next.